Hey guys, Aleida here from NERDSHOCK, and today we're back with Basil the Wanderer to continue our journey through TYRIA. So we've wrapped up Path of Fire and we're about to dive into Living Worlds Season 4. So let's check it out. Let's check our hero panel and let's go to our story journal, and we've just started Daybreak, the first episode. So soon after Balthazar's defeat at the Kodash Bazaar, Ridlock, Brimstone, Canuck and Taimi procured a Dolyak ranch outside the free city of Amnoon, where they could make necessary repairs to Taimi's golem before resuming our research for Aurene. Taimi contacted me with a progress report, so we need to go to the Dolyak ranch in the southern Amnoon outskirts to discuss the current status of Kralkatorrik with Taimi and Ridlock. So let's hop onto our raptor and head towards the Dolyak ranch, just outside Amnoon. So when we concluded the Path of Fire expansion, we managed to stop Balthazar from killing Kralkatorrik, but also in doing so, Kralkatorrik
Better to
absorbed
stay independent than to bed down with the likes of Joko.
a lot of magic that was released when we defeated Balthazar, and also Aurene also absorbed some of that energy from Balthazar's demise. So with Kralkatorrik still being alive, we kind of stopped TYRIA from destabilizing with all this magical energy overflowing the world, but also made Kralkatorrik a whole lot stronger. And yeah, he's still a threat. So now Aurene is missing, and we also, need to find out what actually happened to Kralkatorrik and see if we can somehow contain what he's become and make sure the people here in the Crystal Desert are safe. Okay, so let's dive into the first episode and enter the instance.
I'm here, Taimi.
Okay.
Great, we're in the corral out back. Sorry about the location, but since you stole Joko's awakened army, Agent Keto thought we should keep a low profile.
Okay, so let's see where our friends are.
There you are. Just a few more adjustments to Scruffy and we're ready to hit the road.
We should check in with Jory and Kaz. See if they've caught up to Kralkatorrik.
They already checked in. Kralk is perched in some mountains. They said it's acting strange.
Uh-oh.
That's odd. Something's interfering with the comm signal. I'll try out front.
So Ridlock.
Where's Canuck? I thought he was with you.
Amnoon, collecting his winnings. He's going double or nothing on you and Kralkatorrik. Speaking of which, we got a plan for when we do catch up to the Purple Menace.
I'm hoping Taimi's research turns up something.
And if it doesn't,
Commander! Ridlock! Come quick!
Oh dear.
Found what's causing the static.
a Brandstorm? Again? I don't see any sign of Kralkatorrik.
Oh dear.
If Kralk had flown over, we'd be walking jewelry right now.
Looks like Kralkatorrik's learned a few new tricks.
This is why I brought Scruffy. I'll have him run a scan.
Sounds good. Ritlock and I are gonna get a closer look.
Okay, so we need to save the citizens of Amnoon from the Branded.
I was afraid of something like this.
We only handed an Elder Dragon the energy of a god. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
A Brandstorm! It's right on top of us! Save yourselves! Why is this happening? You promised everything would be okay.
Those people are trapped inside that crystal. We gotta get them out. Burn me.
Strong.
Okay. Let's try to save these citizens.
Tell me I didn't just see a dragon fighting a dragon.
Was that Aurene?
Okay.
All we can here. Let's move out. Heads up! Clear these elementals. We need to get these people out of here.
Okay, so there are still.
Hope she still remembers who her friends are.
Armored up. Now that's a charge! Strong.
Let's advance to the city.
We've got to free these people. Come on!
Armored up. Cavalier, gather your squad and get to the south gate. Advance.
For the Legion!
There's one more.
Strong.
We're done here. Keep moving.
Nice.
Go, go! All right. This is starting to feel personal.
Ah. Oops.
I feel so all over. Armored up. That went better than I expected. We should get to the south gate. Rally any remaining Cavaliers into the city. Cavaliers! Amnoon needs you. Get the civilians to safety.
You heard the commander! Let's get those people out of there!
Aurene? Open the gates!
But there's dragons!
No time to explain. Do it!
Canuck.
Took you long enough. I'm not getting any greener, you know. But enough chit-chat. Those branded lieutenants are raising undead. I hope you wore your risen kicking boots.
Oh no. Aurene. Okay, so Iman and your friends required to evacuate a number of citizens. The situation on the ground with the numbers with new recruits, but the training didn't prepare them for this. Okay, let's just move on and try to do everything we can. Let's see. Wait. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat a little and grab my sky skill. Kind of hurry up a bit more.
Whitlock, is that Aurene?
take out those lieutenants while we're at it.
So these lieutenants are shielded, and you need to take out those towers or little pylons first before we can actually really do damage.
Refreshing.
So they're not always like located right next to these lieutenants. For example, for this one, it was located on top of the wall, and here it's, oh yeah, the empowering crystal. So we need to destroy that one first before we can attack the lieutenant. Same here. There's a lieutenant, but on top of this building there's the empowering crystal. So of course, if you don't have your sky skill at this point in the story, that's totally possible. You can use your springer to get up there and destroy the crystals before you can tackle the lieutenants.
There's another one. Let's go.
Okay.
No! Please help him!
Rot. That's Deputy Collins. Seems he's no longer undercover. I hate having to kill people I know. But I guess it's him or us.
So Deputy Kais kind of helped us out during Path of Fire. He was undercover, keeping an eye on all the, somewhat more shady business as Alan Burr did. But
being branded has made
yeah.
him meaner.
Fortunately, he is branded.
Such a waste. Rahim will want to know what became of his deputy. Reinforcements! Over there! No, please! Enough of this!
So let's take care of those. Oh, there's this dragon over there. Let's see.
Strong. Advance. Armored up.
And did I say there was this? I saw a wyvern here somewhere. Oh yes, over there, hanging in the air. Oh dear. Okay, so let's tackle this final empowering crystal. Done.
Armored up.
And on cue, Wyvern incoming!
Awesome. Okay. There he goes.
Enough of this!
Feel my wrath.
So let's not get too hasty.
it.
That feels good.
Quickly, take out those crystals.
Armored up. That feels good.
Just one more empowering crystal to go. Okay. Sweet. Nice. So, seems Irene helped us out a little.
Armored up.
Why couldn't Kralkatorrik have branded a Choya for his lieutenant?
Careful now. Oh. Okay.
Smash the crystals! Hurry!
Oh, we need to smash these crystals.
That feels good.
Protect the wounded.
Move up. Take back the city.
Okay. One more to go. We can continue.
Strong.
Nice.
Advance. Refreshing. That feels good.
Charge!
Okay. Where'd she go? Oh dear.
I'm glad she's on our side.
Let's hope it stays that way. Finish this, Commander.
Nice. Ah, done.
Joko, Balthazar, now Kralkatorrik. Remind me never to build a summer home here.
I mean, first field test of Scruffy's new tactical upgrades, successful. And look, I brought Agent Keto.
Commander, if Kralkatorrik's minions can brand people even when it's not nearby, we have a very big problem.
We'll need local allies to stop it. We can't just steal Joko's army again.
Nope.
Recruiting forces would be easy back in TYRIA. But Alona?
Whoa. So you can see Irene is no longer baby Irene.
Maureen! We've been looking everywhere for you. What were you thinking? You could have been killed.
Did everybody see that? I'm not the only one that saw that, right?
Aureen, I don't understand. That was... What was that?
It wasn't good.
The screams.
I don't know about the rest of it, but the city looked a lot like Faranor.
There she goes again.
Teenagers. They grow up so fast.
Okay. So let's speak with Agent Keto.
Faranor. You know this place, Keto? Can you take us there?
I know every place. But no one gets into Faranor, or wants to. It's infested.
Humor us.
Well, the Sun Spears supposedly know a way in. And if you need local allies, they're a good place to start.
Right. Sunspears. Where do we find them?
Hiding somewhere in the Astralarium in Istan, I expect. The head archivist may know something. There aren't many left, and Joko's trying to wipe the rest of them out. They don't want to be found.
Details. Istan it is. Ridlock, you and Canuck stay here and clean up any branded stragglers. Timey?
There's enough new Kralky debris here to keep Scruffy and me busy for days.
We should travel separately for safety. I'll go ahead. Jonik at the docks can get you passage. See you in Istan.
Alright. So we've completed Eye of the Brandstorm, the first story step in this first episode. Accept. And, you know, let's go to Captain Brahim to tell him what happened to Kais. Commander, once again, we find ourselves in your debt. Captain, your deputy Kais was among the branded. That's... I'll have to let his family know. He had a family? A son and a daughter. Kais would do anything to see those two were cared for. Maybe that's why he turned to the Hamasine. I really didn't know him at all. For what it's worth, he did come to the big celebration in your honor, which was so unlike him. He must have respected you as much as he respected anyone. I guess we'll never know. It's no secret he was disloyal to me and his fellow cavaliers, but no one deserves a fate like that. May Grenth guide him to a better place. True, true. So what about the rest of the city? Structurally, the city is surprisingly intact. As for casualties, we managed to evacuate as many as we could, but the attack was so sudden. Okay, so Kralkatorrik definitely showed its newfound power. Can Amnoon recover? Amnoon is strong. It will take time and hard work, but our history is long and we've weathered worse. You should know. Oh yeah, I already told them. So I must be off, Captain. Right, so let's leave the instance and go to Dockmaster Jonik at the Amnoon harbor to procure passage to Istan.
On your way, Outlander. Only ship's crew allowed on my docks.
I need passage to Istan.
Everybody needs something. Hold on. I know that face. Palawa Joko's put a price on your head, friend.
That's so. Last I saw Joko, he wasn't in a position to make threats.
Either way, I don't take his coin. This rig's headed for Istan. I can stow you aboard if you'd like. Ain't exactly the royal stateroom, but it'll get you there. If you can keep your high-priced head out of sight.
I think we can do that. So let's take the boat and travel. Okay, find the Astralarium. Let's see. So let's press M and we have a whole new region to explore. So the domain of Istan. Yeah, cool. So let's log out, zoom out a little. And as you can see, we're all the way to the south. So we were here in the Crystal Oasis at Amnoon and traveled all the way down. Let's see, wait. Am I too far down? To Istan. Okay, let's head out. So, find the Astralarium.
New bounties posted. Corsairs are smelling gold again.
And awakened are smelling blood. Great.
So the waypoint is already unlocked.
Wicked ley-enhanced creatures are roaming the desert. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I'm gonna take my roller beetle and push forward. And hopefully not get stopped by local wildlife and
I don't think this is right. I don't think this is right.
No, I don't think that's right either. Okay. So, I'm taking my sky scale because, of course, you know, we're currently simply focusing on the story of this Live World season. But as always, if you're playing through this yourself, just take your time, you know, explore the new land and maybe, you know, focus on also, well, you don't need to really focus, but train your masteries and all that. But, you know, for now, since we're focusing on the story of this season, I'm just cutting down my travel time a little with
This must be the Astralarium.
my mounts.
Now to find the head archivist.
Our latest weapon shipment was damaged, so we need replacements. If you could assist us, we'd appreciate it.
So let's also, you know, come here and check out that vista. Nice. Okay. So let's head down a little. Oh no! that wasn't supposed to be happening. So fortunately, we have the waypoint, and we don't have to, you know, travel all the way from the start. But as you can see, even if you have gliding unlocked, you can still plummet down to your death. But yeah, it's still early for me currently, so okay.
Young minds have I poisoned with their propaganda.
Welcome to the Astralarium, the supreme repository of knowledge in Istan. What is it you seek? Wait you're the Tyrian hero, the god killer, the dragon slayer, Kanak's crony.
You know Kanak?
Shh! There's a bounty on your head. Are you trying to get
Everything
turned
all
in?
right over there?
Praise be to beneficent Joko, who patronizes our intellectual pursuits.
I need to find the Sunspear base.
Lower your voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe you. Why so nervous?
There are those here who, from fear or greed, rewrite our histories to glorify King Joko, whereas others risk their lives to preserve the truth.
I admire your courage. I want to help, but I need to get in touch with the Sunspears.
To protect our most sacred tomes, Archivist Salwa has locked them in the restricted archive. That's also where you'll find the secret entrance to the Sunspear's base. But you can't just waltz in. Salwa is militant. She won't admit anyone until she's convinced they oppose Joko.
So I'll convince her. I'm no fan of Joko, and I don't think he's too thrilled with me either.
Words alone will never sway her. Joko's minions have been here for weeks revising the histories to lionize that fiend. If you can put a stop to it, I suspect Salwa will be more than happy to let you in.
Okay, so again, it's quite handy if you're playing through the story and you're entering a new area. Sometimes it's very like, oh, I'm just gonna explore, I'm gonna do the hearts, and then I'll get back to the story. But as you can see, currently we are asked to help archivists, to earn archivist Salwa's trust. So we need to complete the renown heart first. So if you've already done that, maybe sometimes you can move forward immediately, but sometimes you need to do some like things again, and then it's like, oh, actually doing duplicate activities, which isn't always super handy. So you can fill up the heart by, turning these mirrors and things, returning books, cleaning obelisks from propaganda. So it's quite, easy actually. And sometimes this gets attacked by Awakened, which is slightly harder actually to do, and I definitely found it a bit harder to complete that event when you're simply on your own. So I'm glad it's rather quiet down here, and we can just simply turn mirrors and clean up to complete the heart. Okay. Nice. So rotate all mirrors at the top of the astrolarium within 30 seconds. Nice, 5 achievement points earned. Cool. Okay, so let's clean this up. Remove the propaganda. Okay, nice. Oh, cool. So this Orthodox scholar, he's like, what are you doing? Oh, let's reinforce our armor. Nice.
No, I just saw another Brandstone strike the ground.
Oh dear. Let's see if there are others. And sometimes when you are removing like the propaganda, some of the scholars get pissed off and they're like, no. Like the Orthodox scholar. Let's just wait for her to come down and get mad. At least, does it actually happen? Oh, maybe she just missed that we actually cleared things up around here. But since defeating those Orthodox scholars are also helping to fill the heart, I'm not really worried about them seeing me remove the propaganda.
I feel strong. Armored up.
Okay. Is there still anything else we can do? Because it's not full yet. So the obelisks are all cleaned up. So let's head down. Oh, and make sure we don't really fall to our deaths again. So you can pick up the books that are scattered around and actually, turn them back in, or align the telescopes. And then take a peek at the stars. Look through the telescope. The skies above, you see the star named Quip in the legendary Hero constellation at roughly 20 hours, plus 51 degrees. Okay, this Quip in legendary Hero 2051. Please record the observation, astronomical alignment. Quip, legendary Hero. Like, yes. And let's see if we can turn in a book. So that's here. The biography of Gwen Thackeray. Nice. And let's see if we can find the correct section to return this book to. Go in. So, notable heroes, of course.
Do you have a death wish? They'll burn
Shelf
the
book.
corrupted versions when they find out.
Yes.
And then they'll burn us.
So we've completed the heart. Let's collect the rewards. And then speak with Archivist Rada. Oh, wait. Can go up here.
Impressive. I think you've done more than enough to prove you're truly anti-Joko. You shouldn't have any problem getting Salwa to let you into the restricted archive. Tell her I've sent you to retrieve a book called Nightfall. The book will reveal the entrance to the Sunspear base.
Okay, cool. Hello?
Archivist Rada sent me to fetch a book for her. The title is Nightfall. She said you'd know it.
Every page, by heart. Rada has an eye for history. And apprentices, too, it seems. Enter, and do not fail her.
Okay.
Nightfall.
So let's see what she has for sale since we have completed the heart. So a bundle of Kralkatorrik, which is a very interesting material if you are saving up for your sky skill. A mini, some rune recipes and sigil recipes. And yeah, currently not something we need. So let's leave her here and check if we can find the book. Wait. The book has been heavily edited and altered, with handwritten notes scribbled throughout. So there's a page bookmark, turn to it. The Apocrypha challenged the great Palawa Joko to single combat, transforming itself frantically from form to form in an attempt to best the unbeaten Lich King. The word Joko is highlighted. Continue reading. The king played with it for a time, deriving amusement from the melee, but soon his corpsefulness grew weary of the battle, and with a snap of his fingers he felt the ancient guardian. With the Apocrypha broken at his feet, the great Palawa Joko said, "It's just like you monoliths to crack under pressure." The undead king set off to Korna to face the deceitful Osa. Then Palawa Joko dared the demon to eat Korma's eyes. Do it! Dragging a blind woman through the abyss and back might actually prove a challenge. With a scream and a slurp, the demon obeyed. Is this the best Korna has to challenge me? Enough of this. To Vabi. The word is highlighted. Continue reading. Your false god will kneel before me, Osa. His Majesty Palawa Joko gloated over the war marshal's corpse. I shall protect the people of Alona from the nightfall you've attempted to bring upon them. The word false is highlighted. So Joko is false. The great king then opened a rift to the realm of torment with his bare hand, and the god of secrets whimpered. Palawa Joko was coming, and none who stand in his way live to tell the tale. So turn the page. The page is blank except for 3 glowing spaces. You recall the 3 glowing words in the book, Joko is false. Nice. So let's...
That's dramatic.
Okay. Let's talk to First Spear Hakima.
Ahai, Hero of Amnoon. I am First Spear Hakima of the Istani Sunspears.
You know who I am?
Every Sunspear knows who you are. And I believe we have some common interests. Joko's hold on Istan has weakened in his absence. Some of us here even dare to dream of a new era.
I left Joko rotting in a cage in the domain of the lost. Should definitely make for smoother sailing.
You would think. But the number of awakened grows. They're retaking towns we freed, including Champion's Dawn. And someone claiming to be Joko is offering rewards for the heads of his enemies. Especially yours.
So I hear. I'll tread carefully. To that end, I'm here to ask if you can get me into Faranor.
Oh, I'm afraid not. Only our leader knows the way. Spear Marshal Zaim guards that secret with his life. He rode south to retake Champion's Dawn from the Awakened. The priest there, Sazir, usually knows where he is.
Then that's where I'm headed.
Okay, so Under the Stars completed, accept. And let's talk to First Spear Hakima again. Is there something else you would like to know? So tell me more about the Sunspears.
The Sunspears are an ancient order. Honorable protectors from brighter years in Alona's history. Most of my brothers and sisters were awakened and forced to serve Joko. You know them now as the Mordant Crescent. A few survived, in hiding. Recruiting to sustain the order across the generations in hopes they might one day rise against Joko. Zaim has become the Spear Marshal of these Sunspears. We serve his vision of an Istan free from Joko's grasp.
So tell me more about Zaim.
Zaim was trained by a Sunspear named Ketur, until word of Istan's plight reached his ears. When Balthazar attacked the mainland, things got worse in Istan. Much worse. Istan was Zaim's home, and despite his mentor's protests, he could not sit by while it burned. Zaim vowed to bring the Sunspears out of the shadows, to once again make them a shield for the innocent and the scourge of the corrupt. I was the first he recruited, but many would follow. Eventually, we convinced him to take the title of Spear Marshal.
So tell me about the rebellion.
Balthazar's campaign on the mainland caused ripples throughout the kingdom. Crops burned, trade lines disrupted, shipments to Istan that never got past Palawa. Joko's loyalists are comprised mainly of the island's nobility, and only they are allowed to live within Palawa, its port city. They control what comes in and what goes out. They decided food would not go out. When people objected, the Temple of Joko said those outside Palawadan's walls were disloyal and didn't deserve food. It started out as a way for the nobility to feel virtuous watching half the island starve. But it escalated. Quickly.
How did the fighting start?
Isner Isles had enough and declared their independence from the rest of Istan. By then, the temple congregation had armed themselves. The loyalists went down there, intending to make an example of the disloyal. Zaim was prepared, though. He taught us a great deal about guerrilla tactics. The Sunspears crushed the loyalists, sent them running all the way to the northern shore. The awakened garrison was manned by a skeleton crew, no pun intended, thanks to your liberation of the mainland forces. Nonetheless, the Mordant Crescent sent 50 Awakened to find this famous Sunspear champion and end the rebellion. We don't know how he did it, but 2 facts are undisputed. Those Awakened lie dead, and Zaim lives. The people started calling him the Hero of Istan. It galvanized the whole island behind him.
So what turned the tide against the Sunspears?
The Mordant Crescent and their loyalists imposed martial law, even within Palawa itself. They started conscripting the living and awakening the dead. If you won't serve in life, you can always serve in death. Anyone suspected of aiding the Sunspears gets rounded up for re-education. With their supply lines broken, their families imprisoned, recruits getting harder and harder to find. Well, as you can imagine, things started falling apart. The Mordant Crescent would rather watch Istan burn than tolerate any commoner who shows some spine. And Zaim and his Sunspear recruits? Well, we have spines of iron.
Okay, so I have no other questions for now. Okay, so find Zaim or Priest Sazir in Champion's Dawn. Okay. Oh, let's check Quartermaster Zineb. Can't spare any Kralkatorrik. No, but I'd like to see what supplies you have. Okay, so she's offering all these shipments, like trophy shipments and things, for Kralkatorrik ore. So if you are preparing to, unlock your sky skill or get your extra sky skill mastery stuff, if you've unlocked your sky skill in Secrets of the Obscure and actually go back to Path of Fire, I would definitely hold on to your Kralkatorrik ore for now before actually spending it on these shipments. Okay, so let's see if we can exit. Oh, let's grab this House of Dua trade cache for now, and then let's exit this secret hideout and see if we can find Zaim or Priest Zazir. I'm done here for now, thanks. Okay, check. So let's head to Champion's Dawn. So in this map, it's all about, the battle between Sunspears and the Mordant Crescent. And, the Sunspear uprising. So if you are, wanting to do the whole event here in the map, it's supporting the Sunspear uprising and defeat Joko's forces throughout Istan and intercept corpse caravans to aid the Sunspear uprising, which leads to a pretty cool attack here in the map. So, not giving too much spoilers, but yeah. Don't forget your mastery insight on top of this tower here. And we're already in a green area to look for Zaim and maybe Priest Zazir. Nice.
I'm looking for Priest Zazir. I heard he may have seen what happened.
Awakened overran us. Took our food. Damn near destroyed the place. What does it look like?
Not you, Father. Me. He forgets he's now an elder priest, retired. This isn't a good time. We've been through a lot.
I was told Spear Marshal Zaim had ridden here to help. Have you seen him?
The Spear Marshal, yes, he did come to our defense. I thought he might be able to turn back the
Then
Awakened.
Zaida the Sly and her Corsairs ambushed him. Carted him off to sell to the highest bidder.
I can't exactly just walk onto her ship and ask her to give him back. I need some leverage.
Might be a way. Old Corsair family like the Slies. Only one thing means more than gold. Honor.
No, Father, I know this story. It would be suicide to even try.
Centuries ago, story goes, a Sunspear champion found a coin belonged to a Corsair. Name of Margaret the Sly. Sly family wanted it back. Swore they'd grant any favor to whoever returned it. No one ever has.
How can I get this coin?
You can't. Hundreds of Corsairs have entered the cave of the Sunspear champion, hoping to best him, win the coin, and get a favor from the Slies. All have died. Like I said, suicide.
I've died before. It's overrated. Where do I find this cave?
It's on the south shore. You need only follow the trail of dead, but I wish you'd reconsider.
Why, who do you think you're talking to? If anyone can win that coin, it's this one. Might even help our town along the way. I can see it in your eyes, Commander. Corsair be with you.
Okay, so follow the trail of dead to locate the awakened Sunspear champion. Oh dear. So, Elder Priest? Keep your voice down. If the Loyalists or the undead goons catch wind we're recruiting Sunspears, well, I'm sure you understand that's kind of frowned upon in these parts. I'd like to know more about this legend you spoke of. I tell you what I know. Of course, my memory is not what it used to be. What can you tell me about this awakened Sunspear?
Not much to tell, really. He's been there since before my father's father was born. Kind of tradition for the kids of the village to sneak out there to the cave and watch him knock down challengers. He's not like the other awakened I've met. He was always kind to us kids. Put on a real show.
Okay, so I'd like to know more. You said the Sunspear was different than other awakened? What did you mean?
Mind you, this is gossip from 200 years ago. But I heard when he was awakened, he put up a real fight. Joko and his stooges had to say every order just so, or he'd find a way around it. Most people just give up, accept it. Easy to give in, be a mindless slave. But a few keep a bit more personality. The Archon at the time, he didn't like this one's personality. So the Archon ordered him to guard that cave. Forever. Since that's the only order he was given, it's the only one he's bound to. Seems content to brawl the years away.
Okay. And tell me more about that coin.
What's to say? A Corsair made a bet, lost an heirloom, and died before she could get it back. It's become kind of a family IOU. Passed to her kid and her kid's kid, until it landed in Saida's hands. The Sly crew is pretty, traditional. They take the old code of honor very seriously. If anything can save you from the business end of their sabers, it's that coin. Trust me.
Okay. So let's go get that coin. Interesting. So he should be somewhere in a cave near the coast. Let's go down here. Fortunately, we don't really have to travel far.
Ugh, trail of dead indeed.
Ooh. Yup. Okay. Under penalty of re-death, no one is to bring this egotistical, jaw-flapping, showboating blowhard back to the Great Hall. Leave him here to rot in this cave, or you answer to the Archon. Okay, this sounds like a charming fellow. Okay, so there's another notice. Our patrol went through a lot of trouble to get him to stay here to guard the cave. Don't ruin this for us. How do I dare to continue? Okay. Seriously, why are you walking even further into this cave? Turn back now! Okay, now I just have to see this, right? Okay. Would you like to continue your story, Champions Dawn? Of course! Okay, search the cave for the awakened Sun Spear Champion. Whoosh! Hello?
Another deluded fool come to court death in the name of avarice. Kos will oblige you too.
I have no wish to fight you, but I need your coin. Not for myself. To save a Sun Spear. The Spear Marshal.
Sun Spear? What are you trying to pull? The Sun Spears died out years ago.
No, they live, and they're fighting right now to save Istan, but they need their Spear Marshal.
And from what does he need saving, this Spear Marshal?
The current Sly Captain, Saida. She plans to sell him to Joko's minions. I need him to help me win a war.
Joko? I died valiantly, a worthy end only to be raised from the dead by that infernal sop, turned into this. Compelled to obey his every order, I banished myself here to evade them. Can't obey what you can't hear.
Ingenious. Then it should please you to give me the coin so I can defeat his armies.
I like you, but I don't know you. Kos was no patsy in life, and he will not be in death. Honor demands you will fight, and probably die, like all the rest. But best me, and the coin is yours.
Okay, let's do this.
Advance. Cormier, protect me! Charge! I will break you!
He's laughing. Why is he laughing?
Kos!
Advance! Amnoon. Urge to kill rising.
Protect me! I will break you!
Advance!
Well, I'll be cursed. Again. The great and mighty Kos bested in combat. Who the hell are you?
Someone who's in a hurry?
Well, the coin is yours. I'll no longer be entertained by foolish Corsairs seeking glory and favors. This life beyond the grave will become even duller than before. Hard to imagine.
We hope to bring down the Mordant Crescent, and with Joko in the domain of the lost, things can change.
His whispers travel far, even on others' lips. I dare not leave, lest I become his weapon once more. But you do me this favor. You hurt him hard, so not one more soul can be condemned to this. Now go!
Nice. Okay, Champions Dawn completed.
What's next?
Let's pick up this moldy old book. Kos and Kos, the extended edition. Interesting. Let's talk to Kos a bit more. So, what more do you have to say? You mentioned you died valiantly. What happened?
The Sun Spears of my time thought it best not to engage Joko directly. I knew he was too much of a threat to ignore. We were the ones who released him. It was up to us to end his menace. I took a few volunteers to do just that. We failed. I failed.
It was an honor to meet you, Kaz. So, what's interesting is, of course, we are, in the Crystal Desert, and if you've played the original Guild Wars game and the Guild Wars expansion, specifically Nightfall, you know how Cormie became a goddess. There were originally, 5 gods for humans, and then she became part of that, and that's why they're talking about the 6 in Guild Wars 2. The Slice and, Kaz all were part of Nightfall. So it's quite cool to actually, see Kaz again, even though he's awakened, which is really sad. But he's cool, actually, as an awakened. But it's so cool if you've, played the original games. And of course, you really don't have to if you are like, oh, do I really need to play all these games before, being fully able to enjoy Guild Wars 2? No. You don't really have to. It's nice, of course, for those who have played
Ridlock,
Guild
wanted
Wars.
to give you an update. The branded here in Amnoon seem to have moved on. Casimir says Kralkatorrik is still sitting in the mountains.
Sounds like you've got things under control back there. I could use everyone's help here with the Sun Spears.
We can head that way, but I think Timey's having too much fun feeding rocks to her golem.
Scruffy is running them through his petrology spectrograph.
Rock tests. I got it. Check in when you get here.
So, yeah, you don't really have to play the original Guild Wars to enjoy Guild Wars 2. Lore-wise, of course, it's really nice to have this continuation or the return of some characters you've seen before. In a way, it's rather like pretty much fan service, I guess. But, it's quite nice. But if you are very interested in the lore, you can always, check the wiki pages of Guild Wars 2. They also reference the Guild Wars 1 wiki, so if there's something you want to read up on, you can definitely do so. And of course, there are a lot of other Guild Wars 2 players and lore fans that have, done deep dives when it comes to the Guild Wars lore, if you want to know more. Okay, so we've almost arrived here at the flotilla.
So pitiful. This one delivered himself right to us.
Then let's talk to Duck Master Jonik. Hey, we've seen him before, right?
On your way, Outlander. Only ship's crew allowed on my docks.
Wait, you're the dockmaster who helped me back in Amnoon Harbor.
I'm with the Order. Keep up. Well, if you're dead set and ready to do this, I'll let the pirates know you're here. Parley!
Parley! Parley! Parley!
That'll get you safe passage onto Saida's ship. Getting back, you're on your own.
Okay, check. So we have the coin, so hopefully we can use that to leverage, that she will release the Sun Spear,
First the Hero
also
of
the
Istan,
Spear
and
Marshal.
now the Hero of Amnoon. Looks like Captain Saida's collecting the whole set.
What do you say we keep him and split the bounty right down the middle?
Stand down. This one here's under Parley. You touch him, you'll feel the steel of the whole Sly crew.
So you're the commander. You've built quite the reputation. God Killer, Dragon Slayer. You're worth more than the last 50 souls I handed over to Joko combined.
I left Joko in the domain of the lost. Whoever's paying bounties, it isn't him.
The bounty money's good. Who cares?
You're not handing me over to anyone.
Show the coin to Saida the Sly.
Where? How did you get that? That coin belongs to my family.
which means you owe the commander.
You always have invisible people following you around, Commander?
Probably more than I realize. So, I give you the coin, you give me Zaim. Simple.
Not simple. I gave him to the Mordant Crescent an hour ago in exchange for the bounty.
Timing is everything. Know where they're holding him?
The jail in their Great Hall.
Your cozy relationship with the Mordant Crescent Warden will be our ticket in.
We're not friends. I have to have something to give her.
Give her me. Drag me to the Great Hall and tell the Mordant Crescent you've come to claim my bounty. You'll get Margaret's coin, the bounty on my head, and credit for capturing me.
Ah, and once the Mordant Crescent have you, they'll lock you up with Zaim.
I don't know. I mean, what if they kill you? How do I get my coin back then?
You're already getting my bounty. A gesture of good faith. Think of it as a down payment.
Or think of it as assurance that you won't double-cross us, if that helps. I'll leave you two to chat.
Find the brewmaster, Medi. Tell him we need a batch of his grog. You'll have to get the ingredients. Liquor from the alehounds, knuckle salve from Stonefist, and shrapnel from what's left of the powder keg crew. Word of caution. You'll probably be acquiring these things over someone's dead body. Possibly yours. As for the other ingredients, Medi can tell you where to find them outside the flotilla. Any questions?
Grog?
First rule of prison breaks. It's bad form to show up without a gift for your host.
Okay, so see if we can talk a little bit more with Saida. What else could you possibly want from me? Timmy sent me it's about a reading? Does she know her? Tell me more about this grog.
The ale Medi brews up is legendary. It can knock out even the biggest Corsair. Surprisingly, it smells and tastes just like any old strong ale, but it packs a serious punch. Not even an undead stomach can keep it down for long.
Okay, why does each crew hold a different ingredient for this grog?
It's for, let's call it insurance. There was one time we made the mistake of having a single Corsair guard all of the ingredients while we went out carousing. Woke up the next morning to find our pockets empty and the Corsair gone. Headed north to Vabi, apparently, with everything we had. After that, we made an old-fashioned accord to store each ingredient separately. That way, we all know who's brewing up a batch.
Okay, I have no other questions. I'm curious though, what does this do? Timmy sent me it's about a reading? Ah yes, I received Timmy's note. An upset dragon isn't much fun. However, I've got my hands full at present. With what? Scrapping crews, flying bombs, mixed up inventory. I can't get a good think in. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Well, let's check out. Okay, so before we can make a deal with Saida, find the grog ingredients. 6 ingredients we'll need. Find shrapnel, find the fine aged liquor, find knuckle salve, and speak with Medi about the other ingredients. Great. So fortunately, we have our little sky so we can go a bit faster. Okay, so down here. Oh, also be careful because there are sharks and also like fish, like piranha fish. So let's hurry up and okay, nice. So there's also some stuff up there, and over there is Medi, so I'm sure can help us one with the other ingredients, but for now let's move up. Let's see if we can.
I'll cut you down.
Charge!
Oh dear. I didn't really expect. Here, find H. Woo!
I've been itching for a fight.
Steal. Done. Nice. And So let's go to Medi after grabbing the knuckle salve. Okay. So here we definitely need to fight because he has, I think he has a key or something. A stone fist key, and then we can get the chest of knuckle salve open. Nice. So let's talk to Medi and ask him about the location of all the other ingredients.
Hey, you there! Do you dare try
Yeah?
one of Medi's monstrous drugs?
What you looking for?
There's a good chance even one will make you sick. But maybe you're feeling lucky. Do you have the stomach?
Okay, Saida sent me. Said you could help me obtain some special grog. Special, eh? Ain't never heard it called that before. Saida tell ya the ingredients ain't easy to come by. You can fetch them yourself, or I can send you up if you got something worth trading for. So I'll get the ingredients myself if you can show me where to find them. So where's the fresh water? Something special about the water they got at the Astrolarium. I'm sure they got at least a dozen books there on why that is. If you happen to be on them, folks what reads. Okay, so the Astrolarium has the fresh water. Okay, so mushrooms. Along the cliff walls inside Mordry Cairns, you'll find sky-clad mushrooms. Look for them near a natural skylight. Okay, so I'd like to know where the other ingredients are. The dried wheat. You'll want to find a tree line near Champion's Dawn. Trees keep the wheat from toasting in the sun. Okay. And you can... Okay, that's all. Thanks. So, if you have enough Kralkatorrik ore, you can actually buy all the ingredients. The dried wheat is quite easy. Astral water is all quite easy. So... if you are in a hurry, you can, blow through all your Kralkatorrik or the skyclad mushroom can be a bit more difficult to grab, to be quite honest. But let's see how far we get. So I think let's first get out of here. So yeah, let's see. So here are the caverns, but I can't really enter from here. So here we can enter the caves, and then we need to find, so as you can see it's kind of like, okay, where can we move? So you could use, for example, your Springer mount, but it's rough, I can definitely imagine that it's not super easy to kind of navigate here. Here's also a different entrance. Let's see if we can actually go up a bit from here. We have another way to enter, the caverns and have a somewhat more easy way to find a mushroom. So yeah, you might want to go in via this way. Be careful for all these ibogas. Let's see, so we are already in the green. Oh yeah, so it's all the way up here. Like. Okay, we've got it. So yeah, I was wondering a little if you could... No, not really. So, yeah. Just... It's a bit of a... It could be a little bit of a hassle to get to that mushroom, but it's still somewhat doable, right? So... Just check the cavern for places where you can use your Springer mount and get up there. Or if you really like, no, I can't deal with this. I don't want to deal with this right now. Just buy it from Medi, and yeah, you can save a bit of time with that. But of course, you do need to gather the Kralkatorrik ore. Okay, so let's head to Champion's Dawn, because there we can find the wheat. So he said kind of near the trees. Oh yeah, we've got it. And some flax. And then let's head to the Astrolarium. It's close by. For the final ingredient, fresh water. So there's a little green area here. Or green area, yeah, green circle. And it's around one of the basins with water here, the astral water. We can grab it right here. Okay, check. So now we can give it all to Maddie and he can make some grog out of it. So we can use that for our outbreak mission. Okay, let's go down. Nice. So he said, truth be, I always keep a few kegs in hand, just in case. Fun fact, Corsairs ain't exactly the most patient of folks. I'll let you get started on a new batch then, thanks.
You two knock it off. You know the Haven's a no-fight zone.
Okay. So we have the grog. Let's check in with Saida. Go here.
Here's the grog from Medi. You care to share how exactly this fits into the plan?
Second rule of prison breaks. Combat's always easier when your opponent sleeps through it.
Fair. But even with guards incapacitated, there's a whole garrison of troops outside.
Leave that to me, Commander. I'll be stationed outside with the cavalry.
Meet me outside the Great Hall when you're ready to start your suicidal plan. And you. Next time you appear on my ship without warning, be advised that I will kill you. And I will enjoy it.
Okay, check. So, convincing the Corsair completed. So let's head to the Great Hall and start this prison break. Okay, so I'm just checking the mini-map and it's just straight ahead. So it's right there. Oosh. Okay. Would you like to continue your story, The Hero of Istan? Yes.
I was starting to think you'd wised up.
No such luck.
Why are we even here? There's no sign of your Shadows agent or his cavalry yet.
I trust Keto. The cavalry will be here.
Captain, these casks are getting heavy.
Well, I have my crew in position. Enough of Medi's grog to fell a Hydra. And a little something for you.
Oh. Okay, so allows you to put you in manacles.
Do you have my coin?
You'll get it when we have Zaim out safe.
My back.
Okay. Time to hand you over to the people who want you dead.
Okay.
Oi! Captain Saida the Sly, requesting entrance. I come with gifts. Come on, pick up the pace. A miserable excuse for a hero. The warden hasn't got all day.
Back for more, Captain Saida. The Sunspear's bounty wasn't enough for you?
I only live to give Joko what he wants, Warden Amala. Praise Joko!
Praise Joko.
Praise Joko.
And there's nothing he wants more than the Tyrian hero in the flesh.
Well, I'll be a scarab's breakfast. How did you and your drunken wharf rats manage this?
Sorry, Warden. Captain's gotta have her secrets.
Fine. I'll have the gold brought to the front hall. Take it and go. Now.
Without drinking a toast to the most magnificent Palawa Joko? Wonder what he'd do if he heard you refuse to honor him. We've brought you the finest grog found outside the pleasure halls of Vabi, just for this purpose.
It's very heavy.
One toast. To honor the most glorious Palawa Joko.
Commander, it's Jaime. Are you there?
Wait, what's that? Quiet, prisoner!
Hi. You in there. Are you dead?
Not now, Jaime.
Ah, grog. Sleep it off then.
No, not really.
Oh, wait. What happened?
You're in the holding cells of the Morden Crescent Great Hall.
Keep it down over there.
Are you, Zaim, the Hero of Istan?
That is what people call me, yes. And who are you?
People call me the hero of TYRIA.
Oh, the famous commander. Agent Keto told us tales of how the two of you killed Balthazar.
Nonsense. Joko killed that Balthazar. He told us so himself.
I'm here to rescue you.
And how is that going?
It is better. Oh.
According to plan, believe it or not. Now we need to find a way out.
It's no use. I've tried everything.
Okay, so find a way to escape your cell. Okay.
Some kind of riot outside. Sun spears. Gonna check it out.
My people are here?
A friend is bringing some help from the outside.
What did you do to the guard?
Wait. Look around, look closer.
You're wasting your
Black
time.
sticky.
I've tried everything on this lock.
Wait. Remains. Look closer. How is this possible?
Is it true you and Agent Keto also killed 2 Elder Dragons? Aren't you the crafty one? The jailer has the keys on his belt.
Nice.
I'm going to get us out of here, and then I need you to get me into Faranor.
That's a tall order. One thing at a time. Thank you. Hero of the Morden Crescent Great Hall.
Damn, my communicator's not here. So, can you get me into Faranor?
As I said, one thing at a time. Why don't we get out of here first?
Okay, good idea. So let's leave. Oh. Fortunately, all these awakened are rather drunk, so can slip out.
Commander, please! Are you there?
Timey?
He's got me! I need you!
I'm coming, Timey.
I knew this had to be a ruse. I'd expect it from you, Commander. But Saida, Joko would not approve.
Who needs approval when I've got his gold?
Oh no! He's coming!
Where is she?
He commands that you must die.
That feels good. Strong.
Let's
Strong.
Commander!
That feels good.
Careful.
Advance.
Where are you?
That fits good. Advance. Urge to kill rising.
There's one to remember me by.
Strong.
Feel my wrath.
Commander, why aren't you answering?
So it's a bit unsettling, right? Hearing Timey.
Advance.
Hearing Timey call out for us, but we are kind of locked in battle with Warden Amala. We're not really able to help out Timey at this point.
Sweet release.
Strong.
Nice. Okay, get your communicator.
Timey, where are you?
Commander, I think it's the city from Aureen's vision. Oh no, he's coming.
Who's got you, Timey?
No, no, stay away, please.
Your turn, little one.
Oh no.
No. It can't be.
Joko. Sounds like he has a friend of yours. I suppose you'll want help saving her next.
Not from you, Commander. This pirate is the one who sold me to Joko.
Relax, Sunspear. He'd never pay me twice for the same merchandise.
We don't have time for this. My friend is in that sick lich's hands. I have to help her.
Fine. There is one matter outstanding, however.
Give the coin to Saida. Here.
Take your damn coin.
Your gratitude is touching. That's my cue to get out of here. I suggest you do the same.
Okay. So check out what is actually going on outside now. Oh, out. Nice.
Sun spears.
Armored up. Advance.
So with their spear marshal, out of jail, all the Sun Spears are getting together to do this all-out attack on the Great Hall.
Sleep again.
Let's clean it up. Get rid of all these awakenings.
That's good. Refreshing.
Commander, I heard you pulled a Thackeray and got yourself captured. Is that the Spear Marshal?
We've got new problems. Joko's back, and he's got Timey. At Faranur.
Oreen's vision. He has Timey? Let's go.
I'll prepare the Sun Spears to reclaim Champion's Dawn. Then I'll meet you at the old dock at Isner Bay. Sun Spears! Let's liberate Champion's Dawn!
Oreen, if you can hear me, please protect them!
Nice. Okay, so the Hero of Istan completed. So accept. And we've already cleaned everything up around here. So let's leave the instance. Okay. So enter Faranur, the first city. Let's see. Let's check the map. And need to be around here. Interesting. Okay, so let's head towards that. So let's head to the next story step marker. Somewhere down here. Weird. Switch to our skimmer. Okay. The entrance is just behind me. Go on ahead. I'll find Canuck and Ridlock and we'll catch up with you. I'm going in. See you inside. Yes. So let's find this entrance. Oh, great.
Looks like you could use some help, Commander.
Nice. Canuck is here. And Ridlock. Great.
Too strong.
And Saeem.
Next.
Great. Okay.
There she is, across the water. Faranur, the first city. This is as close as I've ever dared come.
Looks like it's seen better days.
That city is home to centuries of my people's history. Without it, Bologna would be nothing.
Enough of this.
Farna was home to the seat of the primeval dynasty, the shining quintessence of Bolognian life. But then came the ravage of the Scarab Plague, and the end of the primeval kings.
Okay, let's go. Oh dear. So there are all these ibogas around.
Gates closed. I could blow it.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh.
To the fire, glorious leader. Now you suffer the consequences.
Oh, okay. We've done it. Okay, pass through the front gate to enter Faranur.
Up ahead, another of Joko's rot bags. We should follow it. Hey, tour guide. Anything else we should know about these cursed lands before we go rushing in?
This is where Spear Marshal Corsair inadvertently woke the fallen god Abaddon.
Fighting one fallen god was enough for a lifetime. Be careful what you touch.
That went better than I expected.
Please up. Wait. Let's go. Whoa.
I recall childhood tales about a series of trials required to enter this place. It appears those stories were true.
Perhaps we should double back outside to look for another way in.
No time. Our raptors should be able to make this jump.
I don't know. I think I see quite a few raptor bones down there alongside the others.
Time to bust some heads. Strong.
Okay, clean that up.
Refreshing.
Let's pull the lever so our
That should make
friends-
things a little easier. Come on across.
Whew.
That's 2 down. That should do the trick.
It did a trick, all right.
Crap.
Your journey ends here.
Does it? Awaken vessels down, so shield drops. Okay, nice.
here. Looks like Timey's hair bow.
Your young friend is in tears.
Don't tell her that. Saeem, you said something about a scarab plague.
Yes. The stories of the real plague are horrifying. Scarabs bursting out of flesh, devouring people from within. Now Joko's army uses dark magic that resembles the scarab plague to strike fear in his enemies.
That's just plain evil. We're lucky he doesn't have the real thing.
But he does have Timey.
Yeah. Okay, let's move out.
Advance.
Oh, I always hate those occultists. Those intimidators.
Advance. Nice. Very nice.
Okay, let's raptor up. Let's check what's going on.
So now there are awakened and branded. Lovely.
Fortunately, each seems to be distracting the other.
Yes, that's good.
These bodies, they're Asura. At least Timey's not among them.
There are also inquest from the look of it.
Strange. As far as I knew, the Asura were all expelled or killed when Joko claimed these lands.
Never a good sign when the inquest are around, dead or alive.
We're penned in. We've got to find a way past this wall.
Good thing I didn't waste these explosives on the gate.
Okay, Kanak, I'm counting on you.
Be quick about it. These things were creepy enough before they started moving.
Of course, these inquests
This is not the sort of task one
get awakened.
Too strong.
Advance. Hurry, please. We can't hold them off forever.
Yes, by all means, let's hurry the explosives expert. What could possibly go wrong?
Feel my wrath. That's a cover.
You want to survive the blast?
Okay.
That feels good.
Nice.
That doesn't sound like a small, dead, rodenty thing.
Oh no.
Great. Do I have to start over?
Just focus on setting those explosives.
Advance.
Can you shut that thing up? You have to concentrate.
refreshing.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, so there's some. Okay, cool.
Cover your ears.
Nice.
Canuck, what did you do?
Watch your heads! Commander? Of course. Why am I not surprised?
How did you get here?
We chased whatever these things are through some portals, trying to see where they're coming from.
Wait, what portals?
Isn't that why you're here? Portals have started popping up all over TYRIA and spitting out these things.
Joko's forces are in TYRIA?
If these shambling rot piles are his, then yeah, TYRIA's teaming with them. But if you're not here for the portals...
We're here to rescue Taimi from Joko.
You let this Joko character take Taimi?
No one lets Joko do anything. He takes what he wants.
Who's this guy?
I am Zaid, Spear Marshal of the Sun Spears.
So first you put your man to sleep with that blasted machine.
Enough!
Taimi's in danger. Anyone who wants to save her can come with me.
Okay, let's go. So we already see a portal there.
Interesting.
More awakened.
Okay. So focus on these, shutting down these portals first.
Strong.
Let's see.
Whatever you just did, it turned off the gate. Do it again.
Okay.
Praise Joko.
Full stop! Too many of them!
Joko creates a lot of corpses.
Sleep again.
Okay, so I think we've shut down the portals, and now we need to clear out all the awakened that are currently here.
That feels good. I don't have enough energy. That feels good.
Does this strike anyone as an implausible amount of Asura technology to find in an ancient human city?
It looks like the tech from Rada Novus. Maybe this was one of Zin's labs.
That explains why the Inquest are here. They have a thing for that guy.
Or else they just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay. So we need to continue forward to rescue Tiny.
What's this? These plates in the ground.
More trials.
Crap.
We can all help with this.
Okay. So we all have like... Okay. So I need a boulder. Let's clean out these branded earth elementals.
Advance! That fits good. That went better than I expected.
Nice. Okay. And then we need these branded crystals. Okay, and then we need one more.
Charge!
You might think, okay, so why do we need one more? Or at least maybe two more, actually.
Charge! Oopsie daisy.
Because we need a bit more for that big plate over there. And we need it to be kept down so we can walk through.
Flames are gone!
Like this. So that keeps everything in place. And the flames will be gone. Nice.
Nicely done, Commander.
There's one to remember me by.
Next.
Refreshing. That feels good. Urge to kill rising. Requesting backup.
Wait. Wasn't there a room somewhere? Or sorry, kind of.
What is that?
Inquest trick?
Replaying security log.
I won't open it! I'd rather die than help you.
If you prefer, you can die and help me. The order doesn't matter.
Cross those two wires and hit that button.
Replay complete.
Cross the wires. Press the button.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, that's not good.
What in the name of the tree is this?
It's an infestation!
No. It's an army. Joko is calling them forth.
Oh no.
More dead things!
We'll guard your flank, Commander. You get timing.
Okay.
Commander! Commander!
Strong.
The Awakened made me open the gate!
I'm here, Timmy! Just hold on!
Okay. Wait. Let's grab some cake. To boost all of our stats. Okay. Let's help out Tiny.
The crimes of the Tyrian commander are an act of war against the Elonian people. Therefore, the kingdom of Elona will respond in kind. His Majesty, Palawa Joko, regrets you will not survive to see your homeland burn and your people enslaved. But he offers this gesture in compensation.
Oxygen purge protocol initiated.
Commander?
Oh no.
None of my controls in here are responding.
Internal oxygen levels at 95%.
Okay. Okay, Timmy. What's the problem?
Internal oxygen levels at 90%.
We have to smash that thing open. He's gonna suffocate her in there.
Be careful.
Refreshing.
I've given Scruffy a few upgrades.
Internal oxygen levels at 85%.
Ouch.
Armored up. Urge to kill rising.
Oh, miniature electrical storms. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'll
crap.
have to short circuit them.
Okay. Let's go here.
You have to stop. Hurry!
Okay. Get these guys.
Armored up. Nice. Very nice. Feel my wrath.
Okay. So we need to destroy this power circuit. Then grab the static
This should do the
conduit.
trick.
Go back. And then kinda toss it. And hopefully time it. Okay. We need another one. Hello guys. So let's clean this up so we can
Strong. Feel my wrath.
grab it. Now, we again need to throw it and time it. Up. Let's go. Hopefully this works. Yes.
Scruffy's shields are down! Hit him hard!
Internal oxygen levels at 80%.
Oh no.
Urge to kill rising.
Tiny, controlling everything.
That feels good.
Starting to wish I hadn't made Scruffy so good.
Internal oxygen levels at 70%.
70%? Why did it skip 75? It's not fair.
Oh crap.
Strong. That feels good.
Oh.
Armored up.
So, it doesn't seem Bram is doing anything currently. Thank you, Bram. Thank you for helping. We're just gonna take it down slowly, but I'm sure we'll manage. It's already on 46%. Jump. Okay.
Armored up.
Oh, crap.
Internal oxygen levels at 60%.
Oh no, it's speeding up.
Get her out of that thing!
Ouch. Okay.
That feels good.
Right, so 26. Okay,
Getting
so we.
kinda hard to breathe in here.
Okay.
Find more pods to smash.
Internal oxygen levels at 50%.
Kind of pulls you.
You take care of the other gates. I can handle the big one.
Okay. Almost. So let's grab another of those energy balls.
Strong. Advance.
Only a few gates left.
Okay. So got a static conduit. And let's move back. And throw. Hopefully it works. Okay, cool.
Advance.
Let's move to another portal.
Two more gates to go.
Okay. Let's time this right.
You have to stop. Hurry.
Okay, so there's just one more gate left and we need another conduit. Hello. Okay.
Urge to kill rising. That's the last one.
Okay.
Okay, we'll run out of juice eventually. After the auxiliary power runs out.
That's good.
14%, come on. Ouch. Careful.
I'm getting lightheaded.
Internal oxygen levels at 40%.
40%. Can't see straight. Wait, something's happening.
Civilian charge level critical. Shields charge level critical.
No. Oh no! Look out!
Initiating rapid ammunition discharge protocol.
I'm so sorry!
Oh, oh no, no, no! Okay. Seems we're rather safe around here. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Oh no.
I don't want to die like this!
So I think...
Ammunition banks depleted. Engaging emergency systems catastrophic shutdown.
Timmy, are you okay?
Timmy, say something!
Something.
Oh, thank goodness.
Never been so happy to smell dead people.
Okay.
Well, we've stopped that. For the moment.
At least Joko won't be getting any more awakened from here.
I doubt this was his only source for soldiers. He'll regroup. But we've put a serious dent in his plans.
The big question is, what else is he planning?
Timmy?
Experiments. He has them doing experiments.
What kind of experiments?
I don't know. Bugs. Something with bugs.
We came through another inquest lab. Do you think it's here in Alona?
If it is, we'll find it.
All right. And with that, we have completed the first city, which is the final story step in the first episode of Living World Season 4. So let's accept the rewards. And of course, yes, Daybreak completed. So close window. And then let's see if we can talk to our friends here. So
Glad to
Rox,
see you, Commander. I wish it was under happier circumstances.
most definitely.
I've been missing my old friends since Garm retired.
I'd be under a dead abomination and a pile of rubble if it weren't for you two. Especially you, Bram.
Instincts kicked in.
Hey, it's not like you haven't saved Bram's neck a time or two. Right, Bram? Well, I gave it a shot.
Okay, Bram?
Rox and I were in Holbrook trying to figure out how to get to Jormag, since you put him to sleep under a mountain of ice.
These portals just started opening up all around the city. Then those awakened, you call them, started pouring out. These were different from normal Asura gates. They just seemed to appear out of nowhere.
Timey, you mentioned some advancements in Asura gate technology.
Yeah, Zin and the Radanovans were working on it.
And now the Inquest and Joko have it. Nothing more dangerous than bad guys with new toys.
True. Ridlock?
Joko's got no idea what he's starting. Conquering humans is one thing, but there's a world of hurt awaiting for him in Ascalon.
We have to focus on stopping his attack from here in Elona.
I'll get in touch with Logan. Tell him to mobilize the Pact. Let him know we're down here doing our part.
Check. Canuck.
I have to admit, Joko's plan is inspired. Using Asura gates to go behind enemy lines. Insidious, but intelligent. My only question is, how did Joko learn these gates even existed?
One Inquest scientist wanders too far from home, ambushed by an awakened horde, dragged in front of Joko. Joko tortures him, kills him, awakens him, then picks around in the poor dead guy's brain until he finds what he wants.
Yes, that would probably do it.
Okay, Spear Marshal Saeem.
With Joko attacking TYRIA, it seems your revolution has become an international affair.
I fear for your people, Commander. I know too well the suffering Joko brings to those under his reign. I pledge to you that the Sun Spears will do everything in our power to prevent your Tyrians from knowing that misery.
And I pledge we will end his reign here in Elona. He poses a threat too great to ignore.
Here's to an alliance between our people. May our enemies tremble in fear.
Something like that.
Timey? Thank you again for coming for me, Commander. I told Choki we weren't afraid of him. Are you sure there's nothing else you can remember?
How are you feeling, Timey? I know it's still early, but is there anything else you can tell us about what you saw?
I've been better. It's not every day you're almost asphyxiated by your own golem. But I'll live. With Inquest being part of Joko's awakened army, there's no telling what kind of crazy information he has access to.
Whatever he's planning, we'll be ready for it.
It's good to have you back, Bram.
Oh, okay. And Timey, I found your ribbon.
Thank you, Commander. I was hoping you'd get the hint. Didn't think I'd get the hint back, though.
Aw, okay. So, we've wrapped up the first episode of Living World Season 4. I hope you enjoyed coming with me, playing through the story. And, of course, if you are playing Guild Wars 2 yourself, I wish you a lot of fun, and I hope to see you next week.